Hello and welcome back. Yes, it's a history class again. We will continue with the first chapter. As we are tracing the history of the rise of nationalism in Europe, today we are going to start from the Age of Revolution 1830 to 1848. And let's find out why these revolutions happened. Though the conservative regimes tried to consolidate their power, but the revolutions occurred mainly because of the spread of two ideas, liberalism and nationalism. Now, liberalism, you know, children, it means freedom, equality, fraternity, and nationalism means love for one's own nation, culture, collective belongingness. These ideas were spreading in different parts of Europe, such as Italy, German states, Ireland, and Poland. Now, who was leading these revolutions in different parts of Europe? These revolutions were led by liberal nationalists. Now, who were these liberal nationalists? They belonged to educated middle class elite like professors, school teachers, clerks, commercial middle class, or business class. First revolution started in 1830. Now we are going to focus on two main events of that year. One, July Revolution. Second, Greek Revolution. So let's start with July Revolution. First upheaval took place in France in July 1830. The Bourbon king was overthrown by liberal revolutionaries. Now, do you remember, after the Treaty of Vienna, the Bourbon king was placed on throne. Constitutional monarchy was installed again, with Louis Philippe at its head. You know what is constitutional monarchy. Under it, the power of the king or the monarch is limited by the constitution, and country is run on the rules or the laws written in the constitution. Now here I would like to share words of Metternich. He once remarked, when France sneezes, the rest of the Europe catches cold. So the July Revolution in France sparked the second revolution in Brussels. Brussels, you remember, it's a capital of Belgium now. At that time, it was under the United Kingdom of Netherlands. This uprising resulted in Belgium breaking away from the Kingdom of Netherlands. The Greek Revolution, this is the second event we are going to focus on. The Greek War of Independence mobilized national feeling among the educated elite across the Europe. Greece had been part of Ottoman Empire since 15th century. They started their struggle for independence in 1821. Nationalist government got support from the Western European countries and the Greeks who were living in exile. They also got help from the poet and the artists. As the poet and the artist believed Greece as the cradle of European civilization and mobilized public opinion to support a struggle against a Muslim empire. Finally, a Treaty of Constantinople was signed in 1832 and recognized Greece as independent nation. With this, we come to an end of our today's class. We'll pick up the story in the next class from Monday. Till then, take care and bye.